Okay, all. A quick video on mortgages, loans, notes, all that kind of stuff, because there's been a flood of nonsense in the internet as to how this stuff works. Usually associated trying to sell you something that you don't probably need because it's probably nonsense. Here's how it actually works. From an attorney who knows what he's talking about, is not trying to sell a damn thing. So UCC 3, UCC 9, Uniform Commercial Code. It's a state statute adopted in all 50 states. I can explain what that is another time. UCC 3 governs the notes. UCC 9 governs the mortgages. So a note, you borrow $50,000 to buy a house, to buy a car. And you sign a note and you're agreeing to pay over time for whatever period of time or whatever period of interest. That's the note. Who gets to enforce that note against you? Anybody who is in possession of that note. That's who gets to enforce the note against you. You're going to hear people who say, listen, produce the note defense. Just stop. Stop chasing that down. Stop listening to people who try to sell you something with that defense. It's not going to work, except in exceedingly limited circumstances, which aren't going to belong to you. Article 9 governs the mortgages. And who gets to enforce the mortgage against you? The owner of the mortgage. The mortgage is not a physical document the way a note is. A note is bought and sold. The mortgage should be assigned from bank to bank to bank as the loan is, as the note is sold from one entity to another, but it doesn't have to be for the note to be enforceable. And that's where people get tricked up. The note can be enforceable even if they don't do the assignments of the mortgage. The note is independent from the mortgage. And so even if you have endorsements that don't match up, endorsement being on the back of the note, doesn't stop the note from being enforceable for the entity that possesses the note. And the mortgage is enforced by the owner of the mortgage, and tracking the endorsements of the note to the assignment of the mortgage is not usually all that helpful for many reasons. But I guess I wanted to post this video because I'm just tired of seeing these folks out there on YouTube and elsewhere promising a silver bullet that's going to solve all your problems. Just retain me, hire me, I'll do this. I won all the time. I'm looking at a contract that a client signed with one of these companies, and she's about to lose her house, except that she retained me and I'm going to save it. But the point is, it's simple and complicated, and don't listen to people who tell you there's a single one-shot answer. There isn't.